So today we're reviewing Saudi and Al-Shabaab FC legend Saeed Al-Owairan. He's most notably known for his goal back in the 1994 World Cup, where he scored against Belgium. And this card is coming in at around 500,000 coins. So I fit him into the team you're seeing right now. A nice little Serie A hybrid with some Prem and then some of the women's MLS league. And yeah, that's pretty much the team we got going on here. So let's get into the custom tactics. So I'm going to be playing 3 different formations with this Al-Owairan. 4-2-3-1 with him up top here. And you can see everyone else's positions as we go along. 4-3-2-1 with Al-Owairan on the right. And then the last formation is a 4-4-2 flat with Al-Owairan in the right striker. Let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so before we get into the gameplay, I just want to take note that I do read the comments. And I saw recommendations for players I should review. But as you see, I'm unable to afford the capabilities for that right now. Like, got 1,000 coins. And like the Al-Owairan I'm reviewing in this video is a loan as well. But don't worry, I'm working on coins. Like, I'm working to grind to be able to afford some nice plays for some reviews. So if I can't really review the exact player you want at this moment, please bear with me. I'm going to try to work for it. Alright, so the final verdict on Saeed Al-Owairan. Let's get into the pros and the cons. So for the pros, this card obviously had insane speed with 94. He felt extremely rapid on the ball. His technical ability, while he did feel a little heavy at times, the ball control was definitely there, and the dribbling. Passing, he did get a lot of assists from me, and passing, he could easily pass out of tough situations. He showed strength at times, and his traits are pretty good, even though I feel he should have more traits to make him better. Now, as for the cons, I don't want to seem too harsh on this card, but for 500k, I was expecting a lot more for a card of this price, especially since I used him last year and I found him a lot better last year. His finishing, while though it might have been a user error because my shot timing was so poor in the highlights, again, like his finishing just did not seem there even when I would green his shots. No playstyle plus is a downside to this card. Now obviously you don't need a playstyle plus to be elite, but I'm going to say that as a downside because I feel he would have been a lot better with a playstyle plus. Traits wise, he just doesn't have a sufficient amount of traits. I feel he has 2 traits that only apply to pace, basically quick step and rapid, which really do not account for the rest of his game because his pace is already so high without those traits. And apart from that, he only has 2 traits, both applying to his pace, as I just said. So I feel if he had more traits, he would be overpowered. Like, he does seem very, very good this year, but I don't think he's anywhere near as overpowered as last year. Like last year, he was a different type of animal. And then he also felt a little heavy and clunky for me. This might have been just a gameplay issue, or again, as I said, user issue, because I have not used Al-Owairan since last year, around the same time of the game cycle. So I don't know if he was clunky like this for people last year as well, but I just did not enjoy playing with him really. Like, I much rather prefer to use the likes of Chiesa or Rashford, especially in the wide positions. But I'm not calling this card bad. I'm just saying I don't personally enjoy using it. Alright, so let's get into this final verdict on Saeed Al-Owairan. My final verdict is that he's heavily overpriced and overhyped. For 500k, you can buy as good options, if not better. This card, to me, just like with the lack of play styles and just his heavy body type in a way, it was hard for me to use this card. And I did not find much enjoyment out of him. And no way would I pay 500,000 coins for Al-Owairan, especially this early on into the game. And he's only going to drop from here on out, I feel. So I personally would stay away from this card. If you pack him untradeable, that's obviously a sick pull. But buying him off the market, I personally would not recommend. And that's my own opinion. You guys can do what you want. You can test him out, and very well you might see the opposite as what I saw. But I just personally don't think this card is worth it at all.